Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas offense will start this game off. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Jayhawks want to move quickly. Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So Georgia Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. And they're not on the same page there. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Stockton. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
Wide receiver going in motion. He's in open space downfield. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Hayes. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the quarterback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Pickett. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. leaves it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Got his man quickly. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle with Stockton. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Looking to fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Running free. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged out, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Now on the counter. The Jayhawks are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Chadwick. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So now it's second and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back.
There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Jayhawks are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by just 2 over USC. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This one's complete. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
They deliberately called that on fucking purpose. They deliberately fucking called holding. They're trying to stop him.
On 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Yellow Jackets
scripted football, they're going to score a touchdown or they're going to get a field goal. More likely score a touchdown.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Slips through the line.
Scripted football, that's all it is. Scripted fucking football.
Sets up this offense nicely. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got his man, makes the grab, and they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Cook. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This time they'll go to the running game. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
You simply don't see that very often. Quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Jayhawks looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Scripted football.
Touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like,
I called the shit out. I should have called it out when I had the ball, because I knew they were going to play like they were going to fucking cheat on defense. Either drop passes, fucking holding call after the first down. They literally, then they gave me a 10-yard fucking penalty. Like, what the fuck? When did they do that, though? Like, they threw the flag after the fucking play, but they still gave me a 10-yard penalty. When they do that and blocking the back, if it's after the, like, so many yards, they like spot it off or whatever. Man, they be fucking cheap.
let it go, get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Messer. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
The give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Makes the grab, it's Cook. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
That's a first down for the offense.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Still on his feet at the 45. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Shit is scripted football, man.
We got a timeout
This
here.
team ain't gonna win no more games this year. They deliberately make them niggas lose.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Defense wants to bring the heat. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The snap sets up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop or limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
To the air, it's Dyer. Quickly complete. Fighting off the defender. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Great job by the defense here, rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
out of the gun. They'll run it inside. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Yellow Jackets are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Finds his man. It's Mitchell. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Quarterback keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to pass, it's Dyer. Here he goes breaking the pocket. With the catch, it's Taylor. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the Yellow Jackets get enough for the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Hey, man, if you're going to
like, you really have to do this dumb shit. They really have to do this, man. They really fucking have to do it. They have to. It's a must. Like, fuck, I can fucking hold X forever. He's still gonna drop the fucking ball.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Sets up the screen. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time. But
And he takes it in for a score.
Shit.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 6 over USC. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The play action fake. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the good.
There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Snagged out of the air. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
Man, that's some bullshit, man. Can't even control the line no more. Faggot ass shit.
Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This wide receiver is so dynamic. The bubble screen is a play every offense has in their back pocket now these days. You just want to find different ways for this guy to touch the football, whether it's jets, reverses, and bubble screens. He makes people look so silly out in space like he did right there.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Hell no, I ain't going to no damn college football playoff. That's the way I got it set up.
As we open the 4th.
Be damn the fucking Georgia State or Georgia Southern the damn college football playoff, man. Get the fuck out of here. Let's take your ass to Georgia. Motherfucking Ole Miss.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Pickett. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And there was nowhere to go. Stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. They'll run play action. Oh, he wants it all.
Bitch.
Snags it inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
On the play. And first down for the offense.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Hayes. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Near the 2-yard line. First and goal, Kansas.
And the Jayhawks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The inside handoff. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Well, that's new. If you want to kick the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area.
Touchdown, Kansas! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Dyer.
Man, what
And
the
it's
fuck?
picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Touchdown, Jayhawks. The defense gets it done.
What the fuck was, man, bro? But it was wide open, man. Man, this shit crazy, man.
Huge interception return.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to
They
turn the
really
page here
manipulated the
and lead this
fucking throw,
offense.
dog.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going back to the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Got a man. It's Stockton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And the Yellow Jackets are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Yellow Jackets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. The option look. He'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call. Not a lot of time left in the game.
Quarterback making checks. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard
sad,
short.
dog.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd reads some, but we got to stay aggressive.
They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late. They'll go for it on 4th down. Inside the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Paging George P. Burdell. Paging George P. Burdell.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback.
Damn, I ain't mean to score, man. Fuck! They pushed him in there.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's not going to make it. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Working that left side now. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Third down play from the gun. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Last chance coming up. Caught close to the marker. It's Pickett. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays. Guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.